Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank you and the ranking member for allowing Senator Gardner and I to speak this morning, and I want to thank Senator Gardner for his leadership and for his partnership. As he said, this issue has been before us for decades, and I think this bill represents the broadest coalition that there has ever been because of the urgent need that's out there, and we appreciate very much on behalf of the citizens of Colorado and the West the bipartisan approach that you're taking on this bill, and whatever it is we can do to help, we will do. So please call on us. As Senator Gardner said, the blowout at the Gold King was an environmental and economic disaster for communities throughout southwest Colorado, and it was a stark reminder to all of us that abandoned mines are a constant source of pollution and threat to watersheds across the West. The Gold King mine blowout released 3 million gallons of acid mine drainage all at once. But this same amount of polluted water was already being released from the Gold King mine every single week. And there are thousands of other abandoned mines in Colorado and across the West. We need solutions to address the acid mine drainage coming from all these old abandoned mines. That's why I introduced a separate bill with my colleagues from New Mexico to reform the 1872 mining law. But it's also why Senator Gardner and I have come together, along with Representative Tipton, to release the draft Good Samaritan bill that the committee will consider today. This draft represents the hard work of many people across our state, including the state of Colorado, elected officials, local tribes, mining companies, nonprofits, and environmental groups. We would not have been able to craft this draft without people like today's witnesses, Steve Moyer from Trout Unlimited and Jennifer Krill from Earthworks. And I'm the first to admit that there's still things we need to work on in this draft bill, but I think it represents a very important step forward and a positive compromise. The bill will encourage states, local governments, nonprofits, and companies to clean up abandoned mines. As Senator Gardner said, it gives Good Samaritans who had no part in the creation of mine pollution the opportunity to apply for a permit to improve water quality. This bill exempts Good Samaritans from liability only under the necessary provisions of the Clean Water Act and CERCLA, and it ensures that Good Samaritans will be held liable if they fail to comply with the terms of the permit. Although it's extremely unlikely that a Good Samaritan would cause a disaster like the Good King spill, this bill makes sure that communities are protected if an accident does occur. I remain hopeful that we can reach a consensus on outstanding issues, including citizen enforcement language, and we're still getting input from Colorado that will help improve the draft. Thank you again to all of the Coloradans who worked with us on this effort, today's witnesses for their input, and to the committee for holding this hearing. As Senator Gardner said, there's no time like the present to get this legislation moving, and we are very optimistic that we'll be able to do it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your attention.
Excellent statement.